Hi friends! Today, I'll guide you through making this super cute apple slice coaster. Truly a very special piece. The steps are super easy for beginners, so you don't need to worry at all. Let's just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. To make this coaster, you will need the following materials: 5-ply milk cotton yarn, 3mm and 4.0mm crochet hooks, fiberfill stuffing, and a few basic tools. I've linked similar materials in the description box below, so feel free to check them out. Here are the crochet symbols and stitches used in this video. Feel free to take a look before we get started with the tutorial. First, we will crochet the apple piece. Now, double up your yarn. And we will use a 4.0mm crochet hook to start crocheting the base of the apple. First, please make a magic ring for me. Here is how to make a magic ring. This is what we call the short tail. And the part connected to the yarn ball is the long tail. We will place the yarn with the short tail first, holding it like this. And we will use this long tail to place over the short tail yarn. Next, we use the crochet hook to insert through the short tail first and grab the yarn connected to the long tail. Then we pull the yarn up. Chain 1. Next, chain 1 more. Crochet 14 double crochets into the ring. Mark your first double crochet stitch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then pull the tail to close the magic ring. And you will join with a slip stitch. Sorry, you will join to the first double crochet stitch with a slip stitch to finish the round. For round 2, chain 2 as well. And here we will follow the rule at the start of the round. We will chain, and at the end of the round we will join into the stitch of the first double crochet. If anything changes during the process regarding this rule, I will remind you. This rule will not be repeated during the process, so please remember and follow it. In round 2, you will crochet into the stitch where you just chained. Crochet 1 double crochet here. In the same stitch, crochet another double crochet. We call this a double crochet increase, meaning 2 double crochets in the same stitch. Mark your first double crochet stitch. In the remaining stitches, for each stitch you will crochet 2 double crochets in the same stitch, also called an increase as I mentioned earlier. When crocheting, you can catch the yarn tails along to crochet over them to make our product look neater. You will repeat until the end of the round. And another important note is to count your stitches. The total stitch count will also be displayed on screen, but please double check your work to avoid missing any stitches. Please be very careful and join into the top of the first double crochet. If you are not used to it, remember to mark the first double crochet stitch so you don't confuse your stitches. For round 3, chain 2. And, in the stitch where you just chained, work 1 double crochet. When crocheting like this, you can mark it. In the next stitch, crochet a double crochet increase. Now repeat the sequence of 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet increase, until the end of the round. 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet increase. After finishing round 3, then we cut the yarn. You will get a piece like this. Next, we will move on to round 4. Switch to a 3.0 mm crochet hook. And here we will use only a single strand of yarn. In round 4, you will crochet into the back loops, also known as BLO. First, insert your hook into the stitch of the first double crochet. Chain 1. And work 1 single crochet in the same stitch. When crocheting, remember to catch the yarn tails along the back to make our work neater and more secure so it won't unravel. Next, crochet 1 single crochet. In the remaining stitches, work 1 stitch in each. 1 single crochet until the end of the round. Work your way around until the end of the round. At the end of the round, join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Next, for round 5, chain 1. And here you will work 1 single crochet in each stitch until the end of the round. Here you will work through both loops, not in the back loops anymore. You will crochet until the end of the round. After finishing round 5, cut the yarn. Here you will use yarn red color to continue with round 6. In round 6, you will continue with BLO stitches. So we will insert the hook into the back loop of the first single crochet. And here crochet 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, work an increase, meaning 2 single crochets in the same stitch. In the adjacent stitch, work 1 single crochet, and repeat the sequence of 1 single, 1 increase, 1 single, until the end of the round. Next, we move on to round 7. Chain 1, crochet into the same stitch, 1 single crochet. In the next stitch, work 1/2 double crochet. In the next stitch, work 1/2 double crochet. And in the same stitch work 1 double crochet. Next, work a double crochet increase. In the next 3 stitches, work 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. In the next stitch work a double crochet increase. Now you will repeat the sequence of 3 double crochets and 1 double crochet increase 4 more times. After completing these sequences, crochet 1 more double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, work 2 half double crochets. Next, work 2 single crochets. Continue with 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. In the next stitch, work 1 double crochet. And now repeat the sequence of 3 double crochets and 1 double crochet increase 5 times. I have completed the first sequence. Now you will perform the sequence of 3 double crochets and 1 increase 4 more times. After completing those sequences, continue by working an increase in the next stitch. Next, work a double crochet. And in the same stitch work a double crochet. In the next stitch, work a half double crochet. And in the final stitch, work a single crochet. And join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Next, you will crochet round 8. In round 8, work into the back loops, also known as BLO. Work 1 single crochet in each stitch until the end of the round. Next, we crochet round 9. Work 1 single crochet in each stitch until the end of the round. Work normally, no more BLO. Next, we move on to round 10. In round 10, continue with BLO. Chain 1. Work into the same stitch, 1 single crochet. Next, pull up the loop slightly, pull up a bit and work 1 half double crochet. Next, we will work a half double crochet decrease. The method for half double crochet decrease is as follows. Yarn over hook. Then insert hook into stitch and pull up a loop. Continue, yarn over, unhook. Insert hook into stitch, pull up a loop a second time. Then we have in total 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, and pull through all loops on the hook. We get a half double crochet decrease. Next, work a double crochet decrease. Yarn over hook. Insert through stitch. Pull yarn through. Then yarn over and pull through again. We have 2 loops on the hook. Continue and repeat. And now we have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through all these loops. And we have made a double crochet decrease. Next, crochet 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. In the next 2 stitches, work a double crochet decrease. I have already shown how to work a double crochet decrease, so you can follow or look at how I crochet and work a double crochet decrease. I made 3 double crochets, 1 double crochet decrease, and repeat this sequence 4 more times. One, 2, 3, 1 double crochet decrease. After completing that sequence, continue working into the next stitch, 1 double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, work 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Next, work 2 single crochets. 2 half double crochets. 1, 2. Next, work 1 double crochet. And now, repeat the sequence of 3 double crochets and 1 double crochet decrease 5 times. After finishing that sequence, we work 1 double crochet decrease. Next, work a half double crochet decrease. Next, work a half double crochet. In the final stitch, work a single crochet. Then join the round to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Now crochet round 11, chain 1. Work 1 single crochet in the same stitch. Next, work a decrease. In the next stitch, work 1 single crochet. Repeat the sequence of 1 single, 1 decrease, 1 single until the end of the round. After finishing round 11, we pause here. And now, you will turn the right side. Invert it downward to shape the base for the apple coaster. Use a strand of black yarn or dark brown to embroider the seeds for this apple. We need to embroider beforehand like this, otherwise it will be a bit hard to embroider later. Now embroider the seeds first. We will embroider 2 seeds here. This way it will be easier. Tie it off here. Then cut the yarn. Here, and now you will see that after crocheting, this base is a bit small. So now we use our hands to pull and stretch out these stitches. We adjust it. Here, this looks much better, right? Now, stuff it with fiberfill. So that the product looks nice and rounded. You don't need to stuff too much. Just enough. To keep the item rounded. Now I will continue guiding you to round 12. Chain 2. And here work 1 double crochet. Continue with a double crochet decrease. Repeat the sequence of 1 double crochet. One double crochet decrease until the end of the round. Next, work round 13. Work a double crochet decrease. In the remaining stitches, continue working double crochet decreases until the end of the round. Next, work round 14. Chain 2. And work 1 double crochet in each stitch until the end of the round. After finishing, cut the yarn. Leave a slightly long yarn tail to sew the hole closed. Use your fingers to push the stuffing back into place, like this. Now, sew this hole closed. Basically, we've finished the base of the coaster. You can stop here and watch the rest of the video for the stem and leaf parts, or you can use a tapestry needle to secure the stuffing, and I'll show you how. Now we have completed the coaster part. Now I will guide you to crochet the stem and leaf of this apple, and watch the rest of the video too. Crochet these two parts. I'm back, I will guide you. To crochet the apple stem first. And first, we will use this brown yarn to crochet the stem. Make a magic ring. The method to make a magic ring was already guided previously. You just need to follow the correct steps. Chain 1. Now work 6 single crochets into the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, then pull the ring closed. And join to the first single crochet with a slip stitch. Round 2, chain 1, work 1 single crochet in the same stitch. When crocheting, you can catch the yarn tails inside to make the item neater. In the second stitch, work an increase. And repeat the sequence of 1 single, 1 increase 2 more times. Join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. Round 3. Work 1 single crochet in each stitch until the end of the round. Round 4 will be worked similarly to round 3. I will see you after finishing round 4. After completing round 4, you can stuff a little fiber fill inside here. Next, work round 5, chain 1. Work 1 single crochet. Next, work a decrease. Repeat the sequence of 1 single, 1 decrease 2 more times. Round 6 is also the final round. Work 1 single crochet in each stitch until the end of the round. Join with a slip stitch. Pull up a long yarn tail. Then cut the yarn. This long yarn tail later we will sew to assemble onto the apple. Finally, we will crochet the apple leaf. Make a slip knot. Chain 7. Skip 1 stitch from the hook and work into the second stitch. Work 1 single crochet. Next, work a half double crochet. In the next 2 stitches, work 1 double crochet in each. 1, 2. Next, work a half double crochet. In this last stitch, work 3 single crochets in the same stitch. 1, 2, 3. Pull up the yarn slightly and work along the opposite side. Work a half double crochet. Next, work 2 double crochets. In the next stitch, work a half double crochet. Finally, work a single crochet and slip stitch to the first single crochet to finish the round. Then cut the yarn. Now we will place the stem and leaf onto this apple. Sew or glue the stem onto the apple. And place it here. And sew it in. Then cut the yarn and weave in the yarn tail inside. And for the leaf, you can sew it underneath or glue it on. We've just finished the tutorial for this cute apple coaster. I'm so grateful for your support. If you don't mind sharing, where are you watching this video from? I'll see you in the next tutorial. Happy crocheting, and goodbye.